So let's talk about DIY. Why? Why doing DIY? So there are many reasons for that, but I will just go over 10 of them. Not necessarily in the right order. Everybody can prioritize this list according to his important things. But let's go over the list. And the last one I think is the most important, but let's go one by one. So the first one, of course, cost saving. The cost saving is very significant when you're doing DIY projects because you can take broken things and use them again, and you don't have to buy a new one. You can just go and fix the one that break and keep using it. So this is the first thing, the cost. In addition, you can also make yourself whatever you need, so you don't need to go and buy it. The second one is sense of accomplishment. So when you are finishing a DIY project and it is working, you are feeling so good about it. So you have the feeling that you have accomplished something, which is a great feeling. So number 3 is learning new skills. When you're doing DIY, so the world is limitless. You can always learn new things and new technologies and new instruments to do. You can start with the basic, and this is the right thing to do. But when you start it and you love it, so you want to evolve and learn new things. And there is a lot of things to learn there. Quality time. You can do the DIY projects with your family. Things that I like to do is to do it with my son. I have a 6-year-old boy, which we're doing a lot of projects together, and we are having a lot of quality time together. And you can see it in my YouTubes. But you can do also projects with the other members of your family. With your wife, you can renovate the door or paint it or other projects that you like to do. So this is a big thing about DIY. Sustainability. This is a very big issue about it. When you're using something more than once, you are fixing it instead of throwing away to the garbage and buying a new one. You are elongating the life of this product. And this is very good for the environment because you don't find your things and throw them away. Creativity. When you're doing DIY project, you have to think and you have to find solution and you have to improvise and you have to think about ways to perform the things that you want to perform. And this is a great way to evolve your brain and to practice it for the creativity. Independence. So when you're doing DIY project, you're actually growing your independence and you don't have to wait for someone else to come and do these things for you. Okay, you can just go ahead and fix whatever is broken or make whatever you want to make. So you don't have to wait for nobody for that. So this is a great thing and you're very independent when you're doing that. Customization. So when you want to do something exactly as you imagine it. So there are big chances that you will go out and find something that looks like it, maybe functionality similar to what you want, but it's not exactly the thing that you want. When you're making something on your own, you will do it exactly the way you wanted it. So this is the great way to get to whatever you want. Developing a hobby. So when you're starting to do the DIY thing, usually you're starting to like it very much and you're actually waiting for the weekends or for the time that you can access it again and continue your projects and make new projects. And this is becoming a hobby, which is a limitless hobby. You can always grow your DIY abilities to new fields, and you can choose whatever the discipline that you like in this DIY. And this is something which is very great. And the last one, and I think that this is the most important thing beyond in all this list, is boosting the self-confidence, which means that when you're starting to do things by yourself, your self-confidence is growing because you suddenly know that you can do things. You can do this by yourself. You don't need to call this guy to do it for you. You can do these things by yourself. You don't need to call your husband or your wife to do it for you. And this is a great feeling of self-confidence. And I think this is the most important thing about the DIY. And I think that everyone can go ahead and start doing things for tomorrow. Good luck.